So welcome to my next build here. This is 167 Vendette. Come on in and check it out with me. Let me know your thoughts. See if it's something you think is as cool as we do. So coming in, we really wanted to have this open feel. So like upgrades that we chose to do when building this was adding like a really nice metal railing, creates like a really nice open feel to it. As you can see, picking where you're gonna build is really important. So when you walk in, you just have this expansive view. It's not going to be built out around that. They are going to continue improving the lake down here, which you can kind of see. Sitting nice and high over the neighbors, keeping it light and bright throughout. We just had appliances put in. You can see we did a design with a charcoal cabinetry surrounding with this kind of mocha colored island there. We're still putting everything in. So the Wolfe and Sub-Zero is just now getting in. Looks like they're checking stuff out to make sure it's all working great. It's fantastic. Looks like they just ran the Asko dishwasher. Something we are considering doing is actually adding a beverage fridge right here and a butcher block countertop. There's still plenty of space to wrap around, but then it creates a nice little extra storage space. This property does have 2 balconies, which we really liked. So this is your cooking and grilling balcony here, which we can go out and check out here real quick. And so you can sit out here, like for those who smoke cigars or whatever else, it's a great spot for that because you're nice and covered. So you can be enjoying the weather while it's maybe not so nice. But when it's really nice, there's your gas line hookup. You can see when it's really nice, then we really look to enjoy the larger deck here, which is meant to have some really cool patio furniture on it, maybe some couches, stuff like that. Of course, we got to put on the handles, otherwise these are not so easy to open up. I'm a big fan of using drawers that slide out when it's lower, not easy to reach. When it's easier eye level, especially for like an average adult size, then it's not as necessary. And of course, everything's got to be soft close. So we designed this so that it's wired for a hot tub. It's also wired for a fire pit, or plumbed for a fire pit. So we got all this space right down there, and we're gonna put a nice modern fire pit down there. TV set to go right here. Really massive fireplace. So to give you like an idea of size, I'm 5'9"-ish, and I barely hit the mantle right here. And you can see how big this fireplace is here. So it's really just a fantastic, great big feel to it. And I'll add some more photos and videos of it as we get them. We'll come through and we'll change this all to smart lighting so you can control it remotely. It's all in-floor heating, so every one of these can be controlled remotely. So as a mountain house, you can turn the heat down when you're not using it and then turn it up when you're coming and give it that time to warm up. Really like this herringbone look. It also has a little bit of grit on it, so if somebody's walking in, they're not gonna slip and fall. That's gonna have a built-in bench with ski storage lockers, washer and dryer right here. I love the front-loading washer and dryers, not for a mountain house though, because if you don't leave the door open, then they have a tendency to smell. So with the mountain house, I really like the good old-fashioned washer and dryer. Dog wash or also boot wash, which I think is pretty essential. Anyone who's gonna have their pet up here, anyone who's gonna have muddy feet. The garage is heated floors, which is fantastic. So all you really gotta do is just pull your car in, rinse it off. The other side effect of that dog wash is it does act as a hose. So you can be washing off and spraying off your car, which is just really, really cool. Coat closet right here, along with a pantry. I mean, I just can't get over that view. Like, how cool is that? I mean, that is just freaking phenomenal. I didn't even realize they were gonna put a light up there like that. We're supposed to have a fan going in up there too. And then we're gonna bring custom pendant lighting down here. And then if you look above the shelves there's 2 spots for lights to go. So we're gonna have really cool light fixtures that are popping out to light up the workspace more. So let's check out some of the other things we picked to do here. So when it comes to a powder room, you want to make it a little bit more of a statement piece. So this is actually a really expensive natural stone tile that we picked. Really just like love the look and feel of it. Gray has been super in, but right now we're starting to see things move a little bit more back to earthy tones. So this one we actually did like a gray grout to it to still loop that in, but then it doesn't fight with what the flooring is. We really love that flooring, that white oak flooring, wide plank white oak. So really looking fantastic in here. This comes into the primary bedroom. Looks like the shower doors right there. This is awesome for doing a seasonal closet. When you've got a closet that's 15 feet tall, you can really add a second layer where you can pull stuff down and have it go back up, have the hydraulics go up. So we're really excited about that. Bright and light, just really fantastic, cool spot. So imagine waking up here in your bed, have some nice blinds that just cover high enough that you don't see your neighbors, but then you still get these beautiful mountain views. So the primary bathroom has turned out pretty dang awesome. So we did like these hexagon tiles with like a marble look to it. It's not a real marble tile. Don't recommend doing real for, oh, there I am, reverse cameraing this right now. When it comes to a bathroom on the floor because it stains so easily. Really wanted to have a nice shower. I believe in trying to hide where your soap and stuff's gonna go, not having it be primarily thing you focus on. But really cool, like rainfall shower from above. A little toilet room right there. And so let's continue going. So when you're looking at something like this from an investment standpoint, you really want to design it well so that it appeals to as many people as possible. One of the things I like to do when I'm designing is just straight up R&D. So rip off and duplicate. What do other designers do? What are new build properties doing? So we knew this property was going to end somewhere in the 2 million range, mid to low 2 millions. And so we were looking at like, what are designers doing for a 3 million, 3.5 million, 4 million, and then wanting to implement some of that. One thing I will show you that I feel like I did make a mistake on in this property is, so we've got this is the bigger wall downstairs, and we've got the TV hookup right there, which is cool, that's fine. And then our plan was to do an accent wall there, which we still might. And then this is the smaller wall over on this side. And however, you've got this piece that juts out right there. So the couches, because of this, we're turning around and we're missing part of this big wall here for that hallway. So if we're gonna put our main couches right here, it's not gonna be as big as if we put our main couches on that side, having a really nice big oversized couch on this side, and then having the TV hanging on this side, with this being an accent wall. The only downside of that is your TV is gonna pick up a lot more light. However, these days with really high quality TVs, it doesn't really matter. Like a good high quality TV can be right in the sunshine, it doesn't really matter. So that's one mistake that we made, and we'll probably rewire that so it goes to the other side. This is the idea of where we're gonna put the hot tub, right here or even underneath the deck. Add one of those drainage systems for the deck so that you don't get the water falling down on it. It just drains all the way to the end. Great spot to have a hot tub because then we'll continue the paving. Right out here, have a fire pit. Really make it kind of a special spot. We're not, as I mentioned, we're not planning on keeping this one. The goal is that this one's going to get sold to another consumer. But we really want to design it like if it was ours, how would we want to make it as cool as possible? So this looks pretty. This turned out really fantastic. Let's see if we get all the lights on there. Really cool looking kind of moody shower with like this fun built inside. The bench isn't as much for seat as you can sit in it, but it's great for like for a lady who's going to be shaving her legs or something like that. Easy, classy. The boiler room here. So all of the water, all of the heat goes through this one facility, super high efficient, which is great for a mountain home. We picked a really nice, durable, thick carpet. I like having a nice, thick carpet on the lower level. And let's continue wrapping around here. And so there's lower bedroom there, and there's 2 additional bedrooms here. So that there's never gonna be a shortage for hosting. The idea is that this is probably gonna be a queen or a king bed in here. Just a sleeping room, not meant to be like a hangout room. And then over on this side, this is kind of meant to be like a kid's hole. We're looking at building in a couple of bunk beds. So doing like a full size or a queen size lower, and then a full up top, and then maybe 2 twins over on this side, so that it's really kind of a fun place. Part of it is because it does have its own bathroom here and a nice oversized closet. And if the kids are going to be all noisy, then they're away from people on their side. To keep it light and bright, we did these cool kind of greenish tone cabinets, and then picked like what we thought was a pretty cool tile where it's this diamond looking tile. Really just kind of a fun design. At least I thought so. Tell me if I'm wrong. Nice oversized closet. And then right over here, we actually did this really cool built-in. The idea behind this is that it's going to be a owner's closet. So we added power to it so then it can have its own cooler system in here. So that way, if you want to be renting this out, you don't necessarily need to have all your food up, sharing a fridge. You don't need to empty your food out every single time. So if that makes sense. But hope you enjoyed this. Later.